Hello boys and girls, hello my little kitties. Well, I'm painting the engine compartment. I've chosen a day where it rained all day and just cleared up. Just cleared up, so there's no dust in the air. And the humidity in the air makes whatever dust that there is heavy and it falls out. So this for me, because I don't have a paint booth, this for me is my best possible environment to paint in. This is Nason 2K. This is Conifer British Racing Green, and this is one coat. Now I have enough mixed to do 2 coats, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do 2 coats. I put a hose in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and paint a second coat, and there's a thin spot. I'm going to go ahead and paint a second coat so that I can carefully sand that out. But as you can see, hey, there I am. 11 months into cancer treatment. But this is what it looks like. And I got to tell you guys and girls, I've always had good luck with Nason products. This is good stuff. This has a hardener, and you thin it with a little bit of urethane reducer to make it sprayable. It goes on real nice, and it covers really well. Like I say, this is just one coat. This is just one coat. There's an occasional, there's one right there in the middle of the screen, there's an occasional piece of trash in it, but not very much. For a home spray, this is pretty decent. For a home spray, this is pretty decent. I decided to order a Star minigun because I figured a standard size gun would be a little bit too big to wrangle around here. I think I was right. I've had good luck with Star products. I bought this on Amazon. I think it was 75 bucks. Seems to do a real good job. But, you know, I have the occasional light spot, so I'll do a second coat. Now, here was my process. Bare metal, Nason full epoxy primer. Then I used Bondo Rage on top of that. Then I epoxy primed it again. And then I used a really interesting product from Speedo Coat. It is a sealer. I'm not prepared for this video. And it's called Speedo Line Acrylic Sealer Gray. It's ready to spray in this can. It's all ready to go. And it provides a very uniform film for you to put your color on. Not only is it uniform, but it sprays on in such a way that when it dries, you have a uniform texture. And a lot of why this looks so good is because all of this surface was one texture. See, as it's drying, you see a couple little light spots there. But anyway, so here it is. There's a little light spot there. So here it is. I'm going to allow it to set up about 10 more minutes, and I'm going to spray all the paint that I have mixed up, which is 1 full cup, whatever that is, 4 ounces, I guess. And then I'm going to be happy with it. So there it is. I encourage all of you, you know, we all want to paint our own stuff. It's like a virus, you know, you kind of want to do it. I encourage you to do it. You know, it's something that you can take great pride in. It's a learning experience. A lot of the nicest paint jobs that you'll see at a car show were done in barns and, you know, in tents and all sorts of wild, crazy stuff. So my advice to you is to not fret the paint job. Now, you'll pay more for a paint job you do yourself than you'll ever pay to have a professional do it. We all know that, but it's the accomplishment. There's just something about it. So I encourage all of you that are thinking about the possibility of doing a paint job on your own to do it. My rolling chassis is ready to receive this body, so I'm going to put the wiring harness in this body and put the heater and the wipers in it before I lower it on there. And then this thing is going to be very quickly mechanically done, body done, and then of course I'll have an interior to put in. The rust out, I have not started on it yet because when I uncork that thing, it'll take as much room as all of this. So I'm going to get this baby between now and Christmas, I want to get this baby ready to go and get the body on it and all that. So this is a Sam Hykius engine. He's dead now. He died a month after he built it for me. It's a Sam Hykius engine, quantum mechanics, rear end, and overdrive transmission. So I'm real happy with the way it turned out. It's in almost new condition. So very, very happy. All my body panels are ready to go. And judging from the way this thing sprayed, I was going to have some professional help spray it for me, but I think I can spray this car myself. I'm going to spray the individual panels by themselves. Anyway, now listen, I'm by myself, so it's very hard to film anything while I'm doing it. And it doesn't make for very good content. The other guys, Elon Yakov, his content is great because well, I guess he has help. Or if he doesn't have help, he's a god. But it's very hard for me to have, the interesting content is where you actually watch people do it. So I promise you, when I get to work on this car, now I have surgery on the 10th. That's the last surgery in this 1.5-year cancer horror. But if I get out of surgery and if I'm all right, then late next spring or early next summer, I'm going to start on this car and I'm going to make a really big effort to do a good content style job on it, because I've been doing rust repair on these things for many, many, many years. And if there's anyone who ought to be able to put up a decent video about how to do it, it ought to be me. So we're going to make a big effort on that when the time comes.